Okay. Let us recite chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita. बुक ओपन करिए. ऑनलाइन है तो vedabase.io भगवद गीता चैप्टर 3 ओपन हुआ. कोई जल्दी से ओपन करके शेयर कर दीजिए, ग्रुप में शेयर कर दीजिए. vedabase.io भगवद गीता चैप्टर 3. स्टार्टिंग से, चैप्टर 3 स्टार्टिंग से. नहीं, स्क्रॉल होके एक के बाद एक के नीचे आना चाहिए. उस ऐसे मोड में रखिए. आ रहा है ना? ठीक है, ग्रुप में शेयर कर दीजिए सो दैट कोई किसको ओपन नहीं हुआ तो ग्रुप में. ठीक है, ठीक है, स्टार्ट करते हैं. अर्जुन उवाच जयसि चेत् कर्मणस्ते मदबुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत्किं कर्मणि घोरे मां न्यजयसि केशव व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चितं येन श्रेयहम् आप्नुयाम्. श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनां न कर्माणां मनोरम्भान् नैष्कर्मं पुरुषस्नुते न च सन्नशनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति न हि कश्चित् क्षणमपि जातो तिष्ठति अकर्मकृत् कार्यते ह्यवशकर्म सर्वप्रकृतिर्जैर्गुणैः कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य अस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते. यस्तु इन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियमारभते अर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् अशक्तो स विशिष्यते. नियतं कुरु कर्म तं चिन्तयेत् अकर्मणा यज्ञार्थात् कर्मण अन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनं तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचरन् स यज्ञः प्रजा सृष्टा पुरा वाचा प्रजापति अनेन प्रसविष्यतम् एषा वैष्णु इष्टकामधुक् देवन् भवैतानेन ते देवन् भवयन्तु वा परस्परं भवयन्तः श्रेयः परम् अवाप्स्यत. इष्टन् भोगन् हि वो देवाः दर्शन्ते यज्ञभाविता तैर्दत्तान् प्रदायेभ्यो यो भुङ्क्ते तेन एव स यज्ञशिष्टाशिनः शोन्तमुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषै भुञ्जाते तु अगं पापा ये पचन्ति आत्मकारणात् अन्नद्भवन्ति भूतानि पर्यन्नात् अन्नसम्भव यज्ञद्भवति पर्यन्न यज्ञकर्म समुद्भव कर्म ब्रह्मोक्षरं विद्धि ब्रह्मोक्षरं समुद्भवं तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम् एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं ननुवर्तयति हय अगैरिन्द्रियारामो मोघं पार्थ स जीवति. यस्तु आत्मरतिरेव स्यादात्मतृप्तश्च मानव आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न तस्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चित् अर्थव्यवस्थतया तस्मात् अशक्तो सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचरम् अशक्तो याचरन् कर्म परम् आप्नोति पुरुषः. कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् अस्थितो जनकदया लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हति. यद् यद् आचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तत् एवेतरः जनः स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तद् अनुवर्तते. मे पार्थस्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु कृष्ण नानावक्तम् अवक्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि यदि ह्यं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्माणि अतन्द्रिता ममो वर्तानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः उत्सिधियोरिमे लोके न कुर्यं कर्म चेदहं शङ्करस्य च कर्ताशाम् उपान्नम् इमा प्रजा कर्माणि अविद्यांश यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्याद्विद्यांश यथा शक्तः चिकीर्षुर्लोकसङ्ग्रहम् न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् अज्ञानो कर्मसङ्ग्रहम् दोषयत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्यान् युक्तः समाचरन् मानानि गुणकर्माणि सर्वश अहंकार विमूढात्मा इति मन्यते तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्म विभागः गुणे गुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति मत्ता न सज्जते प्रकृतिर्गुणसम्मूढः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तन्ना कृष्णविदमन्दन् कृष्ण भिन्ना विचलयेत् मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युद्धस्य विगतो जरा एमे मतम् इदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवा श्रद्धावन्तानुसूयन्तो मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिर् हेतु एतदभ्यसूयन्तो ननुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतं सर्वज्ञानविमूढात्मा विनश्यम् अचेतसः येष्टतेषा स प्रकृतिर्ज्ञानवानपि प्रकृतिं जानति भूतानि निग्रह किं करिष्यसि इन्द्रियार्थे रागदेशो व्यवस्थितौ तौरेव समगच्छेत् तौ यस्य परिपन्थिनं सधर्मो विदुनात् परधर्मो सनुष्ठितः सधर्मो निधनं श्रेयो परधर्मो भयावहत् वाच अतो केन प्रयुक्तोऽयं पापं चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छमपि वर्ष्णेया बलादिवा नियोजितः भगवान् उवाच कामेशा क्रोधेशा रजगुण शिवा और एक चार दे दीजिए कामेशा क्रोधेशा रजगुण समुद्भव महाशनो महापाप्मा विद्येनम यमनिनम विद्यवानिर्जथा आदर्शमलेन च यथा उल्बेनावृतो गर्वस्तथा तेनेदम् आवृतं ज्ञानमेतेन ज्ञानिना नित्यवैरिणा कामरूपेण कौन्तेय दुष्पुरेण नालिना च मनोबुद्धिरश्च अधिष्ठानमुच्यते एतैर्विमोहति येषां ज्ञानम् आवृत्तदेहिनं तस्य इन्द्रियाणादौ नियमाभरतर्षभ पापमानं प्रजाह्येनं ज्ञानं नाशनम् परानियाहोरिन्द्रियेभ्यो परं मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिर्यो बुद्धे परतस्तु स बुद्धे परं बुद्धः संस्तभात्मानमात्मना जयि शत्रुं महाबाहो कामरूपं दुराशदम् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we'll have Kaut quiz on 14th, which Saturday Sunday is which date? 13th 14th? Saturday Sunday that date is 13th 14th. So we'll have either 13th or 14th because 16th this will expire, 1 month will expire. So 13th or 14th, let us keep up to 20 slokas. Even if it is not completed, so you can read it. We can keep up to 20 slokas. Kaut quiz on 13th or 14th, whichever day we are fixing the program. And then this time, it will not be based on exactly that sequence. As per the computer, it will see the speed also. But we will see based on number of correct answers. Because that depends on internet speed also. Whoever is having less internet speed, they will be affected. I am interested more in people giving the correct answer than the speed. So I am announcing from before itself, it will be based on number of correct answers. Suppose two persons are given the same number of correct answers. Suppose both persons are given 60% correct answers. In that case, system will be taken. As per system, who has given fast, it will be considered. But more number of correct answers will be giving the preference. But we'll take advantage of the system because system everything will be coming automatically. We need not do anything manually. So let it be in the system only. But that thing will be based on the number of correct answers. Final list will be based on number of correct answers. If both persons gave the same number of correct answers, then whoever is given fast, his or her will be considered. Okay. Because I am interested more in giving correct answers than the speed. This is not competitive exam or something, so I am not interested in speed much, but more in correct answers is more important. So we'll go as per the system will take it, but from there we'll sort out based on the number of correct answers. Okay. Then last day we did up to 2 slokas. Maybe Prasadhanam we can start distributing. 2 slokas we have read that Arjuna was asking the question. He was getting confused. In chapter 2, Krishna has told so many things, so many different types of yogas. Krishna has given a glimpse of everything. So Arjuna got confused. So it's the duty of the disciple to clarify the doubt in the proper attitude as per the sloka 2.7. What is 2.7? Karpanna dosha apavato savava prichami tam dharma samura cheta jasya shan nishidan rohitan me shishastyam sadimam tum proponnam. So you have to be in a surrendered mood and you have to ask questions. In Bhagavad Gita 4.34 also it is told tadvidhi pranipateno pradiprasneno sevaya upadekshanti the jnanam jnaninas tattadarshina. Tadvidhi pranipatena. First duty is to pranipatena, is to surrender, is to have a surrendered attitude. Pranipateno, pariprasneno, and then ask relevant questions. Pariprasna means relevant questions, not based on any share market or anything, any ministry we stopped on, or not those type of questions, but are relevant questions for spiritual advancement. That type of question only. Pranipateno, pariprasneno, and sevaya. These two will not have any effect unless you have a service attitude. So there should be in a third, along with this, service attitude. Then only this knowledge will stay in your heart. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnana and sevaya. Sevaya means service, rendering service. So these three types of three things should be there simultaneously. You should be surrendered. One should be ask relevant questions, and one should render some service. Then only upadekshanti the jnanam, jnaninas tattadarshina. Then whoever is tattadarshi, if you do those three attitudes to them, then they can impart the spiritual knowledge in the heart. Jnanam, jnaninam, tattadarshina. So these three things should be there. So Arjuna also in a surrendered attitude, he is surrendering to Krishna. Karpanno dosho apato sabhava prichhami tam dharmo samulo cheta jasyan shan nishitan rohitan me shishastyam shadimam tam prakam. I am becoming your disciple. You instruct me what is actually good for me. I am getting confused, and you instruct me what is actually good for me. Shreya means what I do. What is Shreya and what is Priya? I told last time. What is Shreya? What is Priya? Which is actual good for us, real good for us, eternally good for us, and what we like, and those are temporary. Those are temporary, like welfare of my son, good money, good material position, whatever it is. These things are Priya. Why it is Priya? No. Yes, very good, very good. What is your name? Sriram. Okay, it is temporary. That's why it is Priya. So we have to ask for something which is eternal, which will give us eternal benefit. So that is called Shreya. So Arjuna is also asking the question, tell me something which will give me Shreya, means real benefit, ultimate benefit, not temporary benefits. Then in that mood he is asking, so it is a duty of the disciple to be in that mood and ask the relevant questions. Then he continued that so he is telling, Jai Shri Chet Karmaneste Mato Buddhi Janardana Tatkim Karmani Ghore Mam Niyojeshi Keshava. If you think that Buddhi Yoga is better, so why you are engaging me in this ghastly warfare? Because after every sloka, almost after every sloka or the other, Krishna will tell, wake up and fight, wake up and fight. So he will tell, become equanimous, everything he will tell, and tell, wake up and fight. So after everything. So he is telling, then finally towards the end of second chapter, he will tell about Buddhi Yoga. So how your senses should be controlled, etc. So then finally after telling that, Arjuna telling that if you tell that Buddhi Yoga is better, then why you are engaging me in this ghastly warfare? So then he is telling, second sloka, Bhamistrena Babakena Buddhi Mohai Shiva me Tadekam Bada Nischitam Jena Shreya Aham Apnuam. So Bhamistrena Vakka. Misra Vakka means equivocal speech, means two or three types of speech you are telling. Bhamistrena Babakena Buddhi Mohai Shiva me. My Buddhi is getting Mohai Shiva means Buddhi Mohai Shiva. Mohai Shiva means bewildered. My Buddhi is getting bewildered. Tadekam Bada Nishchitan. Bada means Tad Ekam means only one. One type of Bada means speech. One type of speech only. Nishchitam means definitely. Definitely one type of thing only you tell to me. আচ্ছা আপনি তো বাঙালি আচ্ছা এটা আপনার হাজবেন্ড আজকে আসেনি কেন একটু আগেও আসতে হতো কীর্তনের সময় আসতে হতো ক্লাস তো অতটা একটু আগে আসলে কীর্তনের সময় একটু থাকতে পারতেন ঠিক আছে এখানে অর্জুন কোয়েশ্চেন করছে বলছে দু রকমের তিন আপনি আমাকে ভক্তি যোগা জ্ঞান যোগা সব কর্মযোগা সব কিছু বলেছেন তো আমি বুঝতে পারছি না হ্যাঁ तो আমি বুঝতে পারছি না कोई बंगाली में उसको समझा सकता है बंगाली नहीं है कोई ठीक है आप ओडिया आप बंगाली में समझा सकते हैं उनको ठीक है पास में जाइए हाँ ओडिया में ঠিক আছে তো বলছে যে দু রকমের জিনিস বলছো কর্মযোগা জ্ঞানযোগা সব কিছু বলছো কোনটা সবচেয়ে ভালো সেটাই আমাকে বলো আমি বুঝতে পারছি না আমার মাথা চক্কর দিচ্ছে যেটা সবচেয়ে ভালো সেটাই বলো এবার থার্ড শ্লোকা কৃষ্ণা উইল স্টার্ট অ্যান্সারিং শ্রী ভগবানুবাচা লোকেস্মিন দ্বিবিধা নিষ্ঠা পুরা প্রোক্তা ময়া নাগা জ্ঞান যোগেন সংখ্যানম কর্ম যোগেন yoginam. So Krishna is telling that before also I have told Pura Prokta. Pura means before, Prokta means told. So I have already told you before that two types of people are having two types of faith. One is Pura Bhakta Mahanaga, Jnana Yogena Shankhanam. So the Jnana yogis will practice Shankha Yoga. Shankha Yoga is analytical practice, analytical knowledge of what is matter and what is spirit. So by cultivation of Jnana Yoga, we'll know what is actually good for us or what is not good, what is temporary, what is eternal. That we'll come to know by performing Jnana Yoga, by practicing Jnana Yoga, what is matter and spirit. So materialists, what what we do, endeavor for some sense gratification or something. But the Jnanis really know that sense gratification is actually poison. So sense gratification has a package of poison in it. The happiness you aspire materially, if you want to get some happiness, if you get the happiness, in that package itself, some distress is also there along with that package itself. That the Jnana Yogi knows. Bhakti Yogi also knows. Jnana Yogi also knows. So they don't endeavor for material things. They also don't endeavor for prayer. They also endeavor for Shreya, the eternal benefit. They also endeavor, the Gyanis. And so, but the process is different. Only they try to distinguish what is matter and what is spirit. What is matter, what is spirit. They have to be very much self-controlled. Everything, all those things they have to make, and ultimately they can cultivate Jnana Yoga, and ultimately they will also reach the goal. They can do perfectly because they know what is spirit, what is the ultimate goal. They know. So the Jnana Yogis also can reach the perfection state. So Krishna is telling two types of people are having two types of faith. I have told before, Pura Prokta Mayanaga, Jnana Yogena Shankhanam. So whoever is Sankhya Yogis, Sankha means analytical study. Analytical study that we are not the body, we are the soul. By that analytical study. So by that they will do study of the soul and body, matter, everything. All the 24 elements they will be studying, Panchabhuta, they will be studying, all those things they will be studying, and ultimately going to the spiritual thing. So Jnana Yogena Shankhanam and Karma Yogena Joginam. So here Yogi means Bhakta actually. Here Krishna refers to Yogi means Bhakta. So Bhaktas do what? In the initial stage they do Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, and towards the end they will do Bhakti Yoga. So I told one time or so many times the example between Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Do anybody remember what is the difference between Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga? No?
काम करते हुए कुछ कर रहे सर, वो कर्म योगा।
ठीक है, वो तो कर्म कांड है। हाँ ठीक है, वो आता अच्छा है। देन भक्ति योगा क्या है?
भगवान का भजन कर रहे हैं।
हाँ,
मतलब भगवान में हमेशा लीन है, कहीं भी कोई भी काम कर रहे हैं तो भगवान हमारे मतलब हमेशा
हमारा कॉन्शियसमेंट में, चेतना में हमेशा भगवान है। सो कर्म योगा एग्जैक्टली मीन्स that we are offering everything. Yat karoshi yad asnoshi yad juhoshi tadachiyat tat tapashashi kaunteya tat kurusha madarpanam. So whatever charity you do, whatever offering you do, whatever work you do, whatever tapasya you do, everything you do as a offering to me. So that depends. Karma yoga and bhakti yoga, there is a difference. Karma yoga is I want something. I want something and I want to purify it. By offering it to Krishna or Lord, I am purifying the results. But I want that thing. That is my desire. I want that thing. Suppose I want a mango. I want to eat one mango. I will pluck a mango from the tree. Consciousness is that I will take. And I will offer it to Lord. Then I will take it. Because I know, at least up to that point, I know Yagya 3.13. 3.12 and 13 थोड़ा ओपन करिए। Yeah, then before that 3.12 you read 3.12 then 3.13. Ivodevan dashanti yagya bhavitam tairatana pradayebhyo jo bhumte stena evasha. So here is telling, if you don't offer the results, if you do some worship, some yagya, the demigods and Bhagavan, everything will offer you some result. Then that result, once again, the part of the result you have to offer to either to God or to the demigods. Then only you have to take yagya sishtasinas, and then otherwise bhunjate tu agam papa then yagya sistasina sancha muchanti sarva kilvishai bhunjate tu agam papa ye pajanti atma karannat. So who pachanti means whoever is cooking or something, doing food, taking food. Pachanti atma karanat for their own self or their own family. Whoever is doing cooking only for themselves or their family. ये पचंती आत्म कारणत. Last line. Bunjate tu agam papa. ये पचंती. They are only eating sins papa. They are only eating sins papa. So that's why the food etc. has to be first offered to God. Offered to God, then taken. Then the sins are neutralized. So at least these people know this.
नहीं सर उसमें सर एक
हाँ.
आप जैसे बोल रहे हैं पहले भगवान को देने का इसके बाद हम खाने का नहीं हम लोग का इंटरनली यू हैव टू नो यू शुड नो दैट गॉड इज टेकिंग कैसा
You should accept. Initially, you have to accept that God takes what by because Shastra everywhere it is taking that Lord accepts. So initially you have to accept. Then you have to keep on doing. Then slowly you realize that your Lord really takes. So initially you have to accept.
नहीं लोग क्या करते हैं जितने अमाउंट खाते हैं बहुत कम अमाउंट देते हैं भगवान को
नहीं वो ठीक है वो पूरा दे सकता है जितना दे सकते कुछ भी दिया तो चलेगा कुछ भी दिया तो चलेगा
कम क्यों देते हैं उनको हम जितना खाते हैं
दे सकते हैं यस हम लोग तो देता है हम लोग तो देता है
हमारा भी तो यही मानना है कि भगवान वो भी खाते हैं तो हम
Yes.
कम क्यों देते हैं उनको ज्यादा देना
नहीं देना चाहिए यस देना चाहिए दीजिए अकाउंट बना कोई मना नहीं कर रहा दीजिए हम लोग तो देता है हम लोग जितना वो लेता है ना वो पूरा देता है हम लोग जो ओनली टिफिन में पैक करके जाएगा वो अलग बात है बाकी पूरा हम लोग देते हैं मैक्सिमम देते हैं
नहीं सर
अभी इतना प्रोग्राम इतना लोगों का पूरा तो देना मुश्किल है उसमें प्लेट में जितना भर जाता है उतना देता है ठीक है
But finally, God will not take the sin. That is also taken by people only.
people only that is God's mercy so he gives a prasadam that is his mercy that he gives us the remnants of his whatever he takes he gives us back as prasadam mahaprasadam
In this sloka, it is told like you have to offer it.
Yes.
Offer means something you have to give it.
yes
It will not come back to us. Something you have to give it.
we have to give it and that is told that the demigods give us some benedictions part of the benediction we have to again offer to the demigods that is that sloka so we have to give a part
How to give that?
you can give a charity suppose you are earning money you can give charity to spiritual organizations the devotees who are doing service who are constructing temples you can give to them
But how it reaches to demigods? Sir?
for the demigods also you can do some offering and you can distribute that you can offer something and distribute that to others
Suppose here demigod means Vayu, Akash. These
Yes.
all of the demigods. How to offer them?
at least your heartfelt prayers you can offer if nothing else to offer at least heartfelt prayers you can offer your gratitude you can offer so whichever suppose we take electricity from ourselves whatever we have to give tax now here but these things we are getting freely sunlight moonlight electricity and this air we are getting freely so we can offer at least our heartfelt gratitude to the demigods so you are giving us freely we are not paying you any tax we are giving you are giving us freely at least heartfelt gratitude you can offer
But sir, whatever we deserve, we have to offer like that. He told. Sir.
Hmm.
Actually, part of that we should be offered like
Yes,
that. He
yes.
told.
So whatever possible by your intelligence, you find out whatever possible. So that part you offer.
मैं जा रहा हूँ
Suppose okay. Suppose you got lot of money. By God's grace, you got some good money. You did some yogya, etc. Some demigods. Suppose Lakshmi, then you got some money. Then again with that you do puja of Lakshmi. With a good paraphernalia, etc. You purchase with that. Engage others. So like that, whatever way possible, you can engage portion of that. But if you take everything and want to enjoy only, that is not accepting. That is only you have told that in the sloka. So if you do worship to the demigods also, it is okay. But they will give you some benediction. You should not enjoy the benediction fully. At least try to do something in return. Try to give that demigod something back. If not something, nothing you are having, at least heartfelt gratitude that you have given us these things. Free of cost you have given us. So at least that gratitude, heartfelt gratitude you can do. Next, Bhunjate tu agam papa, ye pachanti atma karanat. So the persons at least, the karma yogis at least they know that whatever we take, it is full of sins. If we don't offer it back, we are eating only sins. At least they know karma yogi. So they offer it to Lord to purify that of the sins. So I want to eat a mango. So I will offer it to Lord. I will pluck the mango or purchase the mango from the. I will offer it. I will cut it. I will wash it. Whatever it is, I will offer it to Lord, and I will myself take it. So that is karma yoga. Objective is that I will only take, but I have at least this knowledge that if I don't offer it to Lord, it becomes a sin. At least that knowledge I am having, so that's why I am offering to Lord. So that is karma yoga. Bhakti yoga means some other devotees, very close devotees of the Lord, they want to take something and they need something. Ideally, they don't need something, but materially, they need something for the service of the Lord, or they want some particular type of food. So we'll go to the market, purchase those type of food to them. We'll cook it, we'll offer to the Lord and give it to them. We'll not ourselves take. So in our ISKCON temple, there are several priests are there, several cooks are there. Whoever was instructed by Prabhupada or somebody that you do cooking for the Lord. So they will do the cooking, but that same item they will not take. Whatever they will cook, they will try to cook in a very purified form, very pure consciousness. They will cook it for the bulk, and they will not offer it to the Lord also very pure form, pure consciousness, and they will not take that food. So they will not take that prasadam. Whatever they have prepared, they will not take. Because their consciousness may come, sometimes our tongue may affect us consciousness. If you are preparing something, if I like that item very much, I may become greedy of that. So that will not be pure offering to the Lord. At our stage we have to do only, no other go. But for pure offering, because that prasadam is purifying so many other people, so that should not come that I will take it. At some point of time, and that smell is attracting me or something is attracted that I will take. Okay, after 1 hour, 2 hours, I will take it. That should not come. So those pure devotees, they don't take themselves.
That is karma yoga.
This is bhakti yoga.
Bhakti yoga.
This is bhakti yoga. Karma yoga means I want to take. I am bringing the in parabol. I am cooking it. I will offer it and I will take. That is karma yoga. Bhakti yoga is what the Lord likes. I will give that. Or the Lord's pure devotees or advanced devotees like, I will do that, but I will not take. I will do it for them. That is bhakti yoga. Or as per the Guru's instructions. Even if it is against my likings, if the Guru instruction is against my likings and dislikings, also, but I am following it. That is bhakti yoga.
So normally, if a person don't believe God, he is also doing good things. What is that yoga?
That is karma kanda. Karma kanda. There karma kanda means good karma means good results, bad karma means bad results. That's all.
But we have only 4 yogas.
Yoga is this one. Karma yoga. That is karma kanda. That is not yoga. That is not yoga. Yoga starts with karma yoga. Karma yoga means you are offering. You like it, but you offer it to God and take. Karma kanda is just good karma, bad karma. That's all. Yes, ठीक है. Hare Krishna. आपका मोबाइल ले लिया? ठीक है, ओके. आपको वो डाल दीजिए उधर. So yoga, any yoga means connected to Lord. Yoga means connected. Yoga doesn't mean that we are in dhyana position or something. Yoga means connectivity to Lord. So whichever yoga is making you to connect to the Lord, somebody can do by dhyana yoga. Somebody is very good in meditation, he can do by dhyana yoga. Somebody by karma yoga. Somebody by buddhi yoga. Whatever possible, just connect it to the Lord.
But somebody said, not in his whole life he never worshipped God, but he has done all the good deeds. Is it, then finally he can attain the Godhood or not?
No. So good deed means again he has to come back to enjoy the results of that good deed.
He don't want that result.
Results will come.
He has done everything as a service motive. Like whatever
That is okay.
he has done that.
That is okay. If that is done, if really he has done in that mode, then God will give him the opportunity. Because he would have served somebody who is advanced, somebody who has some devotion. By that process he would have served somebody. In the process of serving to somebody, he would have served somebody who has some devotion in heart. So they will receive their blessings. So by that he will get the opportunity to come in bhakti, to come do karma yoga, then bhakti yoga. He will get the opportunity. But somebody who does only good and bad, they will get the results. Somebody without any return, anything in expectation, that is very good. That is actually the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So if that is getting, you will ultimately get the opportunity to come in contact with devotee, then you will also slowly come towards bhakti. It is a stepwise process. Slowly, everybody is moving towards the ultimate goal. So everybody is at some point or some level from there, they are moving. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay. Then what we are actually telling?
Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam.
Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. So the Karma Yogis and the Bhakti Yogis, they will do Bhakti Yogis, they will in the preliminary state, they will do Karma Yoga, later Bhakti Yoga, that is different. So they will do Karma Yoga, and the other people who do any matter and spirit, Jnana, who cultivates Jnana Yoga, they will cultivate Jnana Yoga. Then fourth sloka. न कर्माणं मनरम्भं नैष्कर्मं पुरुषाश्नुते न च सन्न्यासनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति न कर्मणं अनरम्भन् न कर्म अनरम्भन् अनरम्भन् means not non-performing on arambham and anarambhan means not performing by not performing न कर्मणं अनरम्भन् नैष्कर्मं पुरुषाश्नुते नैष्कर्मं means freedom from reactions नैष्कर्मं means freedom from reactions नैष्कर्मं पुरुषाश्नुते. So Purusha, man or woman, will not get nice karma, will not get freedom from reactions. Even if you are not doing karma, it is not guaranteed that you will not get freedom from reactions. Na karmanam anarambhan, naiskarmam purushasnute, nacha channa channa deva, siddhim samadhi gacchati. And only by taking sannyas, it also doesn't guarantee siddhi. Somebody can take sannyas after a very advanced stage, it is okay. But in preliminary states, if somebody takes sannyas, they will most likely not reach the goal. So by taking sannyas alone, siddhi is not guaranteed. So at the end, in 5 minutes, I will tell to her. Just remind me. In Bengali, at the end, I will tell 5 minutes to her. Let me continue one more sloka.
But what is sannyas?
Sannyas means one is sannyas, one is tyaga. One is sannyas, one is tyaga. Sannyasa means renunciation of the material duties and material positions, everything. And real sannyas is for the purpose of spiritual advancement and for the purpose of doing bhakti yoga. But others also can do, if he is in advanced, for the purpose of liberation also one can take sannyas. After he cultivates Jnana Yoga properly. Jnana Yoga means what is really matter, what is spirit. That understanding has come to him. Then he can take the sannyas, and he doesn't have any taste for material enjoyment. He knows that with any material enjoyment, there is a package of suffering with it. If you want to enjoy something, there is suffering with it. He knows that, he really realizes that. And with that, he now lost a taste for material enjoyment. Because material enjoyment means suffering. He knows that. So now he is in a position to give it up. Truly, not in a small sense. Sometimes we may have fight with wife. And I will tell, I will go and take sannyas. That is not sannyas. Sannyas means you understood, and at that time you are not in suffering. Just to get rid of the suffering, it is not sannyas. He has undergone suffering, he has seen suffering, and he has seen as a matter of happiness, it is having suffering also. He knew that. And at that point, he is not in suffering. He is in happiness only. But he knows that material life leads to suffering. So that point, he knows that he is for pursuit of higher thing, pursuit of liberation. He is in pursuit of liberation. He can take the sannyas that time.
But somebody leaves the results of his actions. Can we call him? Yes. That is very deeper actually. And Krishna tells in 18th chapter that we will discuss in some other day. Tyaga and sannyas. So what is tyaga and sannyas? Krishna tells in 18th chapter that the distinction will be there fully. So somebody only gives the results of the karma. So he is also in renunciant. He is also a renunciant in the true sense. Whoever is not willing to enjoy the fruits of the results also is a renunciant. So those are very deep matter. Those we'll discuss maybe later. 18th chapter. When 18th chapter comes now, that details, fine different distinction between tyaga and sannyas will come in 18th chapter. So maybe we'll discuss this later. Then the fourth nakar.
जो बोला है मेरे को एक डाउट है।
हाँ.
आप बोला है अच्छा काम करने से अच्छा होता है, बुरा काम करने से बुरा होता है। लेकिन एक आदमी कैसे पता चलेगा कि मैं बुरा काम कर रहा है? करेक्ट ना?
उतना तो नॉलेज होना ही चाहिए.
हम लोग जैसे ओके ठीक है, वही गांव का एक आदमी कुछ कर रहा है, तो हम उसको कैसे समझाएंगे कि ये बुरा काम है, मत करो? They are performing ना?
पहले आप उसको मत करिए, बहुत दिन तक आप उसको मत करिए पहले. देन आप जब बोलेंगे तब वो सुनेगा. Somewhere.
That
Village,
person
I
may
will
not
go
come
to
to know.
village, I
Huh?
will
That person may not come to know that
but
he's
they are
doing bad.
perfect.
For that only you have to come to know by spiritual intelligence. You can come to know by spiritual intelligence. You have to cultivate spiritual intelligence. You have to do satsanga. You have to read scriptures. Then only you will know what is good for good and what is bad. Then you practice that. The bad things will impel us. Arjuna tells in Bhagavad Gita, this chapter only, third chapter, 35th sloka. Just open this same chapter, 35th sloka, 35th or 36th.
Sneyan Sadam.
No, next, 36.
Adakhena Prayat.
Atokano prayuktoyam papam charati purusha anichamapi varsneya baladeva niyajita. You read the translation? You read the translation? Read the translation. Okay. Okay. Atokano prayuktoyam papam charati purusha. So Arjuna is asking why one is impelled to do sinful activities. Anichamapi varsneya baladeva niyajita. So sometimes we may not be that much willing also, but we are doing sinful activities sometimes. As if Baladeva Niyojita, as if by force I am getting somebody is giving me by forcefully making me to act in a bad way, even though I am knowing it is bad, but because of my past sanskaras, in the past I would have done the bad thing very much, so that has generated lot of sanskaras in me. So I am impelled to do bad things sometimes. Sometimes I may be knowing that it is bad, it will lead to bad reaction. But sometimes I am seeing that doing that bad thing even without my willing to do it. So Arjuna is asking why it is like that. So Krishna is telling, so you have to understand that like a chariot, buddhi, man, and senses, buddhi, then man. 38, 39, 40, 40th sloka.
Indriyani Manobuddhi.
No, next 41.
Tasmat.
No, 42. Indriyani parani ahur.
Paranyani.
Indriya paramana manushastu parabuddhi jo buddhe paratastusha. So you have to understand the senses are very strong. The senses can derail any knowledgeable person. The senses are very strong. Senses are like strong horses which are taking out. One chariot is driven by 4-5 horses. So all the horses are trying to go in different directions. Similarly, our senses are very strong. So they are taking us to this direction, this direction, this direction. So we have to control the horses by the rein, by the rope which is attached to the horses. So with that we have to control the horses. That rope is equivalent to our mind. So by the mind we have to control the senses. And the mind, that rope of the rope, who is holding the rope? The chariot driver, charioteer. Charioteer is holding the rope. Chariot driver is holding the rope. So it is the compared to the intelligence, buddhi. So by the buddhi we have to hold the mind. By the mind we have to hold the senses. Then evam buddhe param buddha samstapana atmanam jai shatru mahabhanu kamarupan durabhana. So this buddhi we have to sharpen. First is buddhi we have to sharpen by spiritual intelligence. Spiritual things only, spiritual intelligence we have to sharpen by satsanga, by reading the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, etc. Reading the scriptures, we have to constantly in touch with these things. Then by that our buddhi we can sharpen. If we sharpen the buddhi, then we can control the mind. Then with the mind we can control the senses. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter 6.5 and 6. 6.5 and 6.6. Bandhur atmanat tatsha jena atmaiva atmanajida anatmanastu shatrute bhartet atmaiva shatrupat. So whoever has controlled the mind, and one more sloka also, next sloka also. नहीं उसके पहले वाला फिफ्थ हाँ उदारे आत्मनात् मनस्म नात्मना होदा शायद आत्मैव आत्मना बंधु आत्मैव रिपोर्ट आत्मा. दोनों translation, you read the translations of both the slokas, 5 and sloka. Translations 5th and sloka 6th same 5th. Read the translation.
One must strengthen himself with the help of his mind and not negate himself.
Hmm.
The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well.
Next sloka.
For him who has conquered the mind is the best of the friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
So whose mind is controlled, that mind becomes the greatest friend of the person. One's mind who is in uncontrolled, it is the greatest enemy. So how you will know? You do some sense gratification. that is impelled by the mind only. All sense gratifications are impelled by the mind only. 2.54, 2.55, 2.55 just open. 2.55. प्रजाहति जदा कामन सर्वन पार्थो मनोगतान आत्मनि तुष्टस स्थित प्रज्ञस तद उच्यते. Just read the translation.
Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Bharata, when a man gives up all the varieties of desires for sense gratification which arise from mental confusion, and when his mind thus purified finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in the pure transcendental consciousness.
So the all sense gratification is coming from the mental concoction. It comes from the mind. All senses, whatever enjoying we are doing, first it comes in the mind. Mind only triggers the senses. I want to enjoy this, I want to enjoy this, that first it comes to the mind. Then mind triggers the senses, then it becomes uncontrolled. So this he is telling in that sloka 2.55. So prajahati jada kaman sarvan partho manogatan. So whatever sense, you have to know that everything comes from the mind only. So then try to control the mind, then only it will be controlled. Then 6.5 and 6 also telling uddharet atmanatmana natmana anubadai. So don't allow the mind can degrade you, mind can elevate you. So mind can do both the things. It can degrade you, it can elevate you. So bandhur atmana, it can be greatest of friends and it can be greatest of enemies also. Then so you have to control the mind. So now it comes how to control the mind. It is like the rein by which you are holding the horses, like the rope we are holding the horses. So the rope can be rope. Who is holding the horse? The chariot driver is holding the. So that is buddhi. So buddhi holding the horse. So buddhi, by the buddhi only you have to train the mind, because mind is very strong. Mind is very strong. Somewhere it tells 6th chapter 34. Just open 6th chapter 34th sloka. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balavadriram Tasham nigraham manne Vayuriva dushkaram. Read the translation.
For the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think it is more difficult than controlling the wind.
So Arjuna is telling the mind is very stubborn, very strong. So to control the mind is more difficult than control the wind. Arjuna is telling by my arrow power etc. I can control the wind, but it is not possible to control the mind. You tell how to control that. So mind is very strong. So we have to know this. First of all, we have to accept this and know this. Try to realize it. Whenever any sense gratification is coming, whenever any suffering is coming, you try to realize how I came to that situation because of my mind. The mind only told me you do this thing, that thing. That time buddhi doesn't work. When mind tells I have to do this, buddhi doesn't work. So mind, I will do this. I will be impelled to do this. That's what Arjuna is telling. Sometimes I am not willing, but I am impelled to do this.
When we are thinking about that, buddhi is working at least.
Yes, but that buddhi has to be sharpened. Buddhi has to be sharpened because their mind is stronger than buddhi. So buddhi is telling that it is not good, but mind is no चलता है, एक बार कर लेता है, चलो कोई देख नहीं रहा है, अरे इधर तो कोई नहीं है, कोई एक बार कर लेता है, तो ऐसा mind बोलता रहेगा. Then buddhi it will subdue the mind. Then we have to realize you be vigilant from now. Whenever I do some bad things, a bad reaction is 100% has to come. A bad reaction is 100%. With a sense gratification, a bad reaction will 100% come. You be vigilant and try to look for that. Then you correlate, you note down. I did that bad thing, this bad result has come. So immediately, later you can forget. You note down all these things. Then slowly you tell that, how that has happened because of my mind. My mind only told me to do these things. You realize that my mind only told. Then what is the means? Means is to strengthen the buddhi. Buddhi will be strengthened by satsanga. If you do asatsanga, your buddhi will be always degraded. If you do satsanga, your buddhi will be elevated.
Sir, mind is the cannot analysis anything, but buddhi is making analysis.
Yes.
So we are taking decision.
Taking decision, you have to sharpen the buddhi. That's what I am telling. You have to sharpen the buddhi. Buddhi has to go to the platform above the mind. Otherwise, mind will dominate it. अरे चलता है, कुछ नहीं तो चलता है. Buddhi will sometimes tell it is not good. Mind will अरे चलता है, एक बार तो कर लेता है, ठीक है, कोई कुछ नहीं. So that buddhi you have to strengthen. You have to go take the buddhi above the mind. So that buddhi will be strengthened by spiritual buddhi. By spiritual buddhi only, that material buddhi also you can strengthen. So spiritual buddhi will come by the satsanga and reading the scriptures. So there you will get the spiritual buddhi. Then you will get stronger. Then you can control the mind. Mind will be always telling, I want this, I want this. Then by buddhi you tell. Before that you note down. I by doing this I did suffering. My family suffered this. I did this. My family suffered. You all these things note down. Now with buddhi you tell them, you tell the mind, no. You have to don't do. By doing this my wife suffered. My children suffered. I suffered. My parents suffered by doing this. I should not do. Should not do. So you have to keep on telling this. At one time you have to keep on telling them. At the same time spiritually you have to spiritual. You have to get the higher taste also. One is this, you analyze that this is not good, not good. By sharpening little bit of buddhi, you analyze. This was not good, this was not good. Mind told me to do, but it was not good. You analyze, note down everything. One is that one. Other is you generate higher taste. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 2.59, Vishaya vinivartante, niraharascha dehina, rasyo varjam rasopiyoscha, param dishta nivartate. So by doing this, negating will not help us in a long run. By negating, I know this type of food is not good. This type of sense is not do. I know. By doing that, I am controlling. That is one thing. But that control will not last very long. Sometimes or other you will fall prey to that. It will not last. So Krishna is telling you generate a higher taste. Vishaya vinivartante niraharascha deina rasho varjam rasopiyascho. We have not given up. Suppose a person is doing not taking one food, one diseased person like to do something, some to taste. One drunkard, his kidney is damaged or something. Doctor tells, no, you cannot take now. So now he is not taking. He is not taking for 10-15 days something. Doctor told you cannot take this food. He likes more of oily food, more of non-veg, more of this type of thing that he likes to take. But doctor told you cannot take because you have a disease. Doctor, it is not good. So you cannot take. If somebody is addicted to something, going to red light area or something, then got some disease because of that. Then doctor told you cannot go that. So for some time he or she is not doing that. For some time, but the taste has not gone. It is only for a short time because of the intense suffering he experienced for over a short period. Or last, just that memory is there with me, that I have undergone so much suffering because of that. So for a short time he is not doing that. He is remembering doctor's advice. You cannot take this food, take this food. But he has not generated a taste for that, for the good thing. Hare Krishna. Please try to come regularly. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Please try to come also regularly, Mataji. Please try to come also. Bring the kids also. Huh? This type of competitions also regularly we will be having. Okay. What I was telling? Mind. No, last at the end, what exactly I was telling? You have not generated a taste. You are not doing the bad thing for a short time because of advice of guru or doctor or something. Because you have an intense suffering for some time back. But you have not generated taste for the good things. So that will not last for long. You have to do it only, you have to control only, but that will not last long. So Krishna is telling you have to generate a higher taste. Once you generate a higher taste, then you can give the taste of that. If you can generate a higher taste of prasadam, etc., you can give up the lower taste of non-veg, etc. Otherwise, it is difficult. For short time, you can give. But if you get the higher taste of prasadam, then you can give the lower taste of non-veg. But till that time, it is not difficult. So every aspect, you have to generate a higher taste. Once a higher taste is generated, then the lower taste can be given up. Because before that, it is only artificial control. At any point of time, you will fall down. But once you get a higher taste, then it is very easy to control. So you have to strengthen the buddhi first. By buddhi and by higher taste, you give the higher taste also to buddhi. Then it's easier to control the mind. Then only mind can control the senses. You always remember the example of the chariot. Chariot, the passenger who is sitting is the soul, and the chariot driver is the buddhi, and is the mind.
Controlling the mind, difficult than controlling the wind.
Arjuna is telling like that, so it is very difficult. So it is telling an example to make it understand that it is very, very difficult, really very difficult. So mind can degrade, even the very knowledgeable person also mind can degrade. Mind can make him to degrade. So he is telling, that's why he is telling. Just an example he is telling.
It's true, sir, because when the mind is controlled, sir, after controlling, it will again commit double force actually.
Yes.
That time we cannot able, we totally will fall. This is what happened to Ravana, sir. He did a lot of, with controlling the mind, he did so much penance. Once he got the result, then he becomes so much powerful.
Yes, yes.
The mind will become so much powerful.
So much.
sir, and it will overthrow.
Overpower, if you overpower. Just without higher taste, if you are just controlling, na, at some point of time you will become more sinful than what were previously. Previously, suppose you are doing some amount of sin. So some days, because you are you are suffering, you controlled for some time. You kept yourself controlled. But suddenly, sometimes you become more uncontrolled than the previous time also. So side by side, you have to generate the higher taste. You have to generate the higher taste and strengthen the buddhi. You have to strengthen the buddhi. Otherwise, mind can go anytime. It can go. We can take us out. So you have to.
Actually, buddhi is the one which is controlling. As sir told, whenever problems comes, actually all problems comes because of our main mind only.
Mind only and our tendency to enjoy. Because of our tendency to enjoy.
So whenever a problem comes, just analyze why this problem I suffered. The moment you put, you get some idea. Oh, this is the one mistake I did. I got this problem. Next time what happened? Buddhi will tell, don't do again. The same problem will come. Like this, buddhi will be sharpened, and will be controlling one.
Like if you take more food, etc., your senses will be get uncontrolled. You can realize that. The night time you always try to take less food. Daytime you can take more like that. Because
What buddhi does, it will give vairagya. Vairagya means what? No, you will enjoy, you will get problem. You will enjoy, you will get problem. Like that, you will be fed up with the enjoyment. Because anyway, it is finally leading to problems only. So whatever we feel enjoyment, finally resulting in the
problems only.
So this vairagya will be given by the buddhi. So with vairagya, one is leaving the things, it will never come back again.
So you have to generate that. So one is generate the data. This led to this suffering. This generates side by side higher taste. One is food. Suppose you are taking more food, etc. A lot of diseases, etc. will come. You can live long if you take less food. Earlier you can see yogis, etc. They will take very less food. If you stay less food, you will stay more. If you take more food and more of non-veg, etc., your lifespan will be shorter. You can see the vegetarians, their lives are longer. So if you take non-veg and this type of foods, immediately you will get a lot of energy, etc. But it will ultimately degrade your body. But if you take less food and still if you yogis, etc., they will be lasting only on fruits, etc., fruits and etc. This type of things if you are taking, you will be lasting longer. So this type of thing one by one you have to realize this food, how food is affecting. Then one is sex. This is the material world. The main thing is sex life is the material life, the main attraction for this life. You realize once I engage in that thing, how immediately I am suffering. You try to realize immediately there will be jhagada or something. Once we engage in that type of things, immediately we will see next day, my wife is suffering, my children is suffering, my family is suffering. There is jhagada in the family. So you try to realize those things immediately and note it down. The moment I engaged in this, I had this suffering. I engaged this, my family suffered. I engaged this, my family. So you note down all these things. So you generate a data for this. Then one is this, you are suffering. Other is side by side, you generate a higher taste. You cannot leave it unless you have a higher taste. You cannot control it for a longer time unless you have the higher taste. So side by side, you have the higher taste of this. Higher taste of kirtan, of prasadam, association of devotees, reading the scriptures, analyzing them, relishing the taste of the scriptures. So once you get the higher taste of that, then slowly you can give it up. So what I was telling actually.
In this given Atma is the superpower. Atma is all things. They written finally.
You read the translation.
कमेंद्रियों जड़ पदार्थ की अपेक्षा श्रेष्ठ है, मन इंद्रियों से बढ़कर है, बुद्धि मन से उच्च है, और वो अमित आत्मा बुद्धि से भी बढ़कर है. आत्मा is the super power man.
Yes.
But we cannot realize Atma.
We cannot realize that.
But Atma is the telling in Gita of this also. आत्मा न मरती है नहीं. एक रूप से दूसरे रूप में जाती है. आत्मा का realization how can you say?
आत्मा के ऊपर अभी और आत्मा is covered. Atma, we have two types of body. One is gross body, one subtle body. Subtle body is the mind, intelligence and ego. And that is always there covering the Atma. Gross body is this body, made of 24 elements. Panchatattva and 24 elements जो है उससे made हुआ ये gross body है. और जो subtle body है वो मन बुद्धि अहंकार वो हमारा एक body से दूसरा body में जाता है. वो संस्कार जो भी बुरा काम अच्छा काम कर रहा है ना, वो सटल बॉडी में टेप रिकॉर्डर जैसे रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है. देन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट वो संस्कार हमको दूसरा आत्मा को लेके जाएगा. वो आत्मा को कवर करके रखा है. वही शटल बॉडी हमारा आत्मा को लेके जाएगा दूसरा ग्रॉस बॉडी में, अकॉर्डिंग टू माई कल्टिवेशन एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू माई थॉट एट द एंड ऑफ माई लाइफ. So the subtle body will carry the Atma to that one. So Atma is also helpless till it is covered by that thing also. So till liberation, Atma is always covered by the subtle body. We are only changing this gross body. One body after order, gross body, but subtle body is always remaining with the Atma till liberation. And after liberation, that subtle body also dissolves. So we have to generate the intelligence so that this subtle body we have to make it stronger. Subtle body comprises mind, intelligence, false ego. So mind only we have to make it stronger by the buddhi. Then only it can protect the Atma. Otherwise it will degrade the Atma. Atma is spiritual. Atma is spiritual only. But this covering can degrade it. Invisible thing, yes. In the second chapter, 24, 25, 26 slokas that Atma ka qualities are there.
Atma is God or
Atma is part and parcel of God. Part and parcel of God. But it is presently covered. Because of our desire for sense gratification, it is covered by the subtle body. So we are not getting liberated and we are getting suffering after suffering. One body, another body. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So these four types of major suffering. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Four types of major sufferings we are keeping on in life after life. Because of that subtle body. We have to purify the subtle body, purify the mind by the buddhi.
मरने के बाद आदमी को कहता है कि उसका आत्मा निकल गया. आत्मा इज ओनली गोइंग.
हाँ, उसके साथ वो जाएगा, सटल बॉडी भी जाएगा, मन बुद्धि अहंकार भी जाएगा टिल लिबरेशन.
But now the scientists also done some experiment about the Atma. They are putting that person there, something glass is broken like this. How much truth?
Yes, there is truth only.
Atma, as per Bhagavad Gita, Atma cannot have any such, properties are defined. It cannot feel
Be
the
cut.
heat, all these things. So that second chapter it is.
2.24, 2.23, 2.23, 24. 2.23 पहले खोलिए.
23.
नैनम चित्तं चिन्नन्ति शास्त्राणि नैनम दहति पावका न चैनम क्लेदयन्ति अपो न शश्वति मरुता. इंग्लिश पढ़ी, हिंदी पढ़ी. इंग्लिश यू रीड. हिंदी ओके. ऑल हिंदी ओनली. हिंदी यू रीड.
न आत्मा लो तो कभी किसी शस्त्र द्वारा खंड किया जा सकता है, न अग्नि द्वारा जलाया जा सकता है, न जल द्वारा भिगोया या वायु द्वारा सुखाया जा सकता है.
So Atma is a spiritual property. Next sloka also similar things you will show. So it is spiritual, but because of the covering, it is going to another body. Because
What he said, sir, that glass breaking on, those are not true, sir. Some actually false information is also there in internet. So normally, if it is happening, if it is happening every day and a person dies, we have to be able to do that. If I die, when my Atma comes, it should break any glass if I am put in a glass, but it is not happening. So in internet, many false information will be there. We need not to worry.
we need not worry.
Just
Sometimes they will tell it.
Realization and mind should accept what is really Atma. If we understood Atma, then I think many things will understood and spirituality will become automatically.
So don't go by the scientist, go by the spiritual scientist. Don't go by the scientist. Scientists will sometimes tell Atma is not there. They will do some experiment and tell Atma is not there. Some other scientists will do some experiment and do Atma is there. So don't go by them. Sometimes they will tell that this earth is only 40,000 years ago old. Sometimes older the scientists will tell. Now the scientists will tell that there are a lot of caves they are finding with paintings etc. which is 3 lakh years old. So they are only back calculating everything. So back calculation may not work always. We are doing everything based on our limited senses. Our senses are very limited. With our limited senses, we are trying to back calculate something. So that will lead to wrong only. Earlier days people will tell only 40,000 years is the earth life. Now they are telling 3 lakhs leaves also, caves are there, where paintings are there. So they will refine their own consciousness based on whatever inputs they are getting, whatever they are refining. So don't go by that. Go by the spiritual scientists. Spiritual scientists only will tell that Atma is always eternal. It is part and parcel of Lord. So you go by that only.
But realization is not done. Anyone is done realization about Atma.
If you realize that you attained, that's all.
ऑनलाइन कट हो गया क्या? ऑनलाइन है क्या? कट हो गया. ऑनलाइन है कोई उसमें दिख रहा है क्या? चल रहा है ना? ओके ठीक है.
So only if somebody is able to know his Atma, he is God only.
Atma realization is very difficult. We can tell theoretically. We can tell theoretically we are Atma, but we have not realized.
Once realized, we are God only.
Once realized,
we are merged with God.
we are merged. So we are not realized. We only know. Knowing is different. Realization is not different. Realization means I will act on that platform. I will act on that platform of Atma. I will not be disturbed by Man, Apamana, Shita, Ushna. Anything I will not be disturbed if I am at that platform. So at this time, only I know. Accept that information and know it. That's all. And try to act as per whatever guidance is coming as per the scriptures. Whatever is guidance is coming, act according to that. Not by what materialist is telling.
Only in our scriptures, sir, will say that we have Bhautika Sharira, that is physical body. And above that, we have the mental, that is what you said, that
It's subtle body.
subtle body.
Subtle body.
And after that, one more is called Karana Sharira, sir. That is where all our deeds will be
Stored as a tape recorder.
When a person dies, physical body and this subtle body, these two will go, but the current series
Current etc. will go along with the subtle body.
and it will take another birth with that whatever deeds it has to give the result. That is. So once the current series is over, then they will
Go to liberation.
Sir, one more question, sir. अभी से सर 15 या 20 years before जो पॉपुलेशन था सर इंसेक्ट्स का या मैन का वो कंपेयर टू प्रेजेंट टाइम सर बहुत ज़्यादा है कि इतनी ज़्यादा सोल का
वो ज़्यादा नहीं है. वही तो गलत फहमी है. वही साइंटिस्ट का गलत फहमी है. वो एक सोल दूसरा सोल में कट जा रहा है. बस ये टेम्पररी चीज़ आप देख रहे हैं. कभी ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन कम होगा, कभी ज़्यादा होगा. अगेन सम कैलेमिटी विल कम, ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन अगेन विल डिक्रीज. like that something again it will come. Again it will go like that. These are temporary, but number of souls is same only. Infinite and same. Remains the same. Only change. Some insect is getting converted to some animal is getting to converted to human. You are seeing.
But soul is limited.
Soul is fixed. Unlimited, but number is not changing. It is infinite, but number is not changing. It is only a transformation.
We have discussed 5 to 7.
Suppose in your life only like animal only you are acting, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. This is the quality of animal. Only you are doing, and at the end also some animal you are meditating on some animal. Then you will get some animal birth. So it is only transmigration of the soul from one body to another. Similarly, the animal also, suppose it has come to the point where it can get a human birth now. So it will come to, from that point it will come to a human birth. These are all temporary things you are seeing.
Same like law of energy, law of mass, law of Atma.
Atma is same only, totally same. Only just we are seeing only a limited space. Limited space.
Conservation of Atma.
Limited space, and it is only not limited to whatever scientists are telling. It is only in earth. Life is there only in earth. It is not like that. It is there in everywhere. It is life is there. So we are not able to find it only. That's all. So we may be seeing a short span in this Prithvi. A short span you may be seeing that is rising sometimes. So somewhere it may be decreasing. Again here is somewhere sometimes it may be decreasing. So overall is same only.
We don't know how many earths are there.
Yeah.
The same day one question is asking, sir, now different country, different.
Is it not foolishness to think that we are seeing in a constellation, so many constellations, so many galaxies are there? Earth is also similar to that. Exactly similar. If you come out of the Earth will also look similar to that. So is it not foolishness to think that only is there in here, life is here? But this Earth also will look similar when you go to another constellation. From that also this Earth will look similar. Na? Is it not foolishness to think only it is there in her? That is the foolishness of scientists. Because of our limited senses, because we cannot reach that planet. We are trying to reach. So don't go by the material scientists. Material scientists things are limited to our gadgets, whatever we have at this point. It is limited. Intelligence is limited to that. Our knowledge is limited to that. So don't go. Please don't go by that. So as Bhagavad Gita it says, life is there everywhere. Life is there everywhere. Only forms of life may be different. That's about 84 lakhs of species are there in different everything everywhere. In that, some are material planets, some are spiritual planets. Some of the planets are material planets, some are spiritual planets, some are Swarga Loka also. Okay, Hare Krishna. So we'll end one more sloka, fourth sloka we're doing. So by doing Hare Krishna, please time why you are not coming, Mataji? Come. Work will be there, always some work or the other will be there. You can please find at some time. Hare Krishna. And then so na karma na maranamban naishkarmam purushosmute nacha shanna shanameva siddhi chadi. So not just by leaving the work we cannot get the freedom from reaction, or not by just taking sannyas we can get freedom from reactions. Okay, so next day we will do further. From fifth sloka we will do next day. আচ্ছা আপনাকে একটু বলে দিই তো অর্জুন বলেছিল যে সেকেন্ড চ্যাপ্টারে অর্জুন বলছিল হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ওকে সেকেন্ড চ্যাপ্টারে বলছিল যে কৃষ্ণ অনেক রকমের যোগা বলে দিচ্ছে, ভক্তি যোগা, কর্মযোগা, কর্মসন্ন্যাস যোগা, অনেক কিছু এখন বলে দিয়েছে। তো অর্জুন কনফিউজড হয়ে গেছে, বলছে কি কোনটা সবচেয়ে ভালো সেটা আমার জন্য বলো, সেটা আমাকে বলো। তো এই চ্যাপ্টারে বলছে যারা সংখ্যাযোগী তারা জ্ঞান প্র্যাকটিস করবে, যোগা প্র্যাকটিস করবে, ধ্যান প্র্যাকটিস করবে, আর যারা ঠিক আছে ওকে হরে কৃষ্ণ। সো 13th or 14th উইল হ্যাভ কাউথ কুইজ। আর যারা ভক্তিযোগী তারা ভক্তি প্র্যাকটিস করবে। তো এরকম বলছে, আর বলছে সন্ন্যাস নিলেই হ্যাঁ নরসিংহ আরতি নেই 2 মিনিট পাঠিয়ে যাবে 2 মিনিট পাঠাতে। সন্ন্যাস নিয়ে নিলেই সব কিছু কর্মর ফল থেকে ছুটকারা পাবো না। উইল নট গেট ফ্রিডম ফ্রম দ্য রিয়াকশনস অফ দ্য কর্মা ইফ উই জাস্ট টেক সন্ন্যাস। জাস্ট টেকিং সন্ন্যাস নট এভরি। সন্ন্যাস নিয়ে নিলেও শুধু সব কর্মফল থেকে মুক্তি পাবো না আমরা। তো এরকমভাবে বলছে। তো এরকম 4টে শ্লোক হয়েছে, তৃতীয় চ্যাপ্টার 4টে শ্লোকা আপনি বাড়িতে পড়ে নেবেন, 4টে শ্লোকা। পরের দিন 5 নম্বর শ্লোকা থেকে পড়বো আমরা। ওকে নমস্তে নরসিংহ কীর্তে। আর একটু আগে আসবেন, কীর্তন হয় না, কীর্তন একটু আগে থেকে 11টার সময় আসবেন। 11টার সময় কীর্তন শুরু হয়, জব করি, প্রথমে জব হয়, মালা জব, তারপর কীর্তন। 11টার সময় চলে আসবেন। আর সন্ধ্যের সময় হলে 7টায়, সন্ধ্যের সময় হলে 6:45 মালা জপ, 7টার সময় কীর্তন। ঠিক আছে। নমস্তে নরসিংহায়, নমস্তে নরসিংহায়, প্রহ্লাদলাদোদায়িনে, হিরণ্যকশিপুর্বক্ষঃ, শিলাটঙ্কানখালয়ে, ইতো নরসিংহ পরত নরসিংহ, যত যত যামি তত নরসিংহ, বাহির নরসিংহ হৃদয়ে নরসিংহ, নরসিংহ মদিম শরণম প্রপদে, তব কর কমল বরে নখ অদ্ভুত সিংহাম, দলিত হিরণ্যকশিপু তনু ভৃঙ্গাম, বরে তনু ভৃঙ্গাম, কেশবধিত নর হরি রূপ, জয় জগদীশ হরে, জয় জগদীশ হরে, জয় জগদীশ হরে, কেশবধিত জয় জগদীশ हरे जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय भक्त प्रहलाद लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भक्त प्रहलाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओके वी आर एंडिंग द प्रोग्राम। ठीक है ऑनलाइन शायद खत्म पहले ही हो गया ना मोबाइल लेके गए। ठीक है मासी काउंट के लिए पढ़िए
ठीक है सर।
काउंट के लिए 14 को रखने का ट्राई करेंगे।